Good evening, Dungeon Masters. I'm Baron Darab. Far and away, the most common selection of a D&D player's race and class is the human fighter. Oh, hold on, just 1 second. Dodsgear Estate, this is the Baron speaking.
Hey, yo, Ryan. It's your boy, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie D, what's up?
I'm planning on building a Tarrasque, but I want to make it a little bit more interesting. I mean, how does D&D manage to make Godzilla boring? I don't know, you got any ideas?
Ideas? I mean, I've got opinions. Have you talked to Narb about this at all?
Oh, you mean my boy Canarb?
What? No, hold on. Let me add him to the call.
Yeah, put him on, call him.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? It's Baron Darab. I've got Frankie D on the phone, too.
Oh, hey. What's up, guys?
So, Frankie just called me to see if I had any opinions on the Tarrasque.
Mm-hmm.
But, tell you what, I figure we can turn this dumb sack of hit points into something that's actually really fun. How about you both craft one, and I'll come up with some stat blocks and solutions or something. That sound good?
Aight.
Yeah, I can give that a shot.
Cool. See you guys later. Well then, today we'll discuss why the Tarrasque is a boring combat encounter, how we can fix it by turning the Tarrasque into a living dungeon experience, or course correct the combat encounter by modifying its abilities to give it some actual threat. So, let's get into it. Firstly, let's look at the Tarrasque as written and discern what was actually intended. With a laughably absurd challenge rating and a general immunity to just about everything, the creature was never designed to be fought mano a mano. It's apparent that WotC designers felt they needed to create an impervious stat block just so Dungeon Masters had a rules-written immortal. With siege damage, the implied point wasn't to have a killable beast, as it was to create a monster that would destroy just about everything. Thus, the players just needed to figure out a way to stop it, not necessarily kill it. A cursory glance on Reddit yields a number of armchair D&D players who daydream up contrived solutions for dealing with this otherwise impenetrable monster. Unfortunately, what these internet players miss is that, while clever, their solutions are largely impractical in the hot seat of an actual game session. But there is a lesson here. They're treating the Tarrasque like some sort of puzzle box, waiting to be opened. Some of the best solutions Reddit nerds come up with get around the fact that a Tarrasque has hit points, so our first solution is to lean into that. By taking a page from the video game Shadows of the Colossus, or perhaps even Breath of the Wild, the monster becomes the dungeon. The creature is so large that just scaling up the beast to get to its proverbial weak point becomes a race against attrition. Scaling its legs thus is a series of strength and dexterity checks. Finding the weak point in its carapace might require a cast of legend lore or some other divination spell. Prying part of the carapace off of the creature becomes yet another part of the puzzle. Meanwhile, the beast is moving around, swatting at the PCs on its back, or otherwise wreaking havoc to the world around it. Furthermore, the encounter could use its environment as part of the puzzle itself. The Tarrasque could spend some time wading through a river, causing players to hold their breath. The beast could also trudge through a lava flow, which makes falling off the creature extremely lethal. The Tarrasque could then continue to drag the party through any number of environmental situations. Instead of the players moving through a dungeon and solving the problems as they encounter them, Dungeon Masters could drag the party through the Tarrasque's environment. It becomes then a living dungeon, and its movement forces the players to react quickly as the environment changes. Additionally, foreshadowing can be used to telegraph the problems the players need to solve, as they also figure out how to crack open the beast's gooey center. Tell the players they have 2 rounds before the Tarrasque dives into a river where everyone will be underwater. On the other shore, the Tarrasque will begin scaling a cliff. This would cause players who were content to ride on its back to suddenly have no solid ground underneath them. If the players are constantly trying to find solutions to new environmental problems the Tarrasque drags them through, it will feel extra epic when they finally have a chance to expose its weak point and slay the beast. As an alternative, we can look at the Reddit complaints of dungeon masters who have actually run this creature in combat. The Tarrasque lacks any serious offensive capability, unless it's targeting buildings. By the time characters would be reasonably powerful enough to challenge one of these monsters, they will just have the ability to stay out of its way. This is really sad because the original Tarrasque from French pagan mythology had solutions for these problems. The original Tarrasque was a lion-faced beast with a spiked turtle shell and could breathe a spray of burning poison. You know, like Bowser.
Hey,
Frankie.
have you noticed how much the Tarrasque looks like Bowser from Super Mario? Knarf, I gotta go.
The solution then is to put all of that stuff back into the monster. Stealing from the historical source and its contemporary, we can fix the Tarrasque by adding to its offensive repertoire. Add back the poison or fire breath effect, and the ability to throw objects like in the original mythology or in the original Super Mario Bros. Give it the ground pound and knockback effect from Super Mario 64, and suddenly it gains some much needed spacing while also gathering some battlefield control ability. And if that's still not enough versatility, you can always put it on an airship or a blimp, like in Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World. You never know when a mad wizard might need to airdrop the thing somewhere. So instead of running the Tarrasque like a dumb clod of hit points, make your encounter interesting by turning the monster into the battlefield itself, or by opening up its offensive abilities to turn the combat encounter into one that is far more interesting and rewarding. If you'd like the stat blocks for Narbs or Frankie D. Crafter's Tarrasque, you can download them in the link in the description. Thanks for watching, Dungeon Masters, and until next time, good night.
Arr. So idiv sin roker liao strauch sreosh retsamna hijund rosefor par ar.